All right, what's up, guys? Let's see. So I started the live just now because so I've just entered a short on Euro USD here on the short signal. So I'm just gonna announce the actual. This was actually a bit quick, because the the action happened just right away. Right, so let's see if I can share the event here. All right, so let's see if we can get some people in here. So what's going on right now? Yeah, so we have we're scalping the London Open, we're scalping Euro USD and Euro GBP. So the idea here is to go short basically on the short signal and long on the long signal if they actually make sense. And I think this definitely makes sense if you look at this level here. So the win rate of this strategy is around 50%. So I'm expecting that 50% of the trades will be losers, and my you see this area right here, getting a bearish reaction of these lows right here with a short signal is obviously a good thing, right? And like I said, I'm expecting half of the trades to be losers, but I'm also expecting the winners to be in on average around 3R. So that means you have a 50% win rate and an average win rate of 3R. That's obviously very good. Now the short I took, like I said, I was a bit too fast, most likely on. A little bit impulsive, but not too much, right? So the short that I took is right here, and the stop loss is I think 5 pips or 6 pips. So up here, and now the whole idea here is to ride the trend, right? So I'm gonna move my stop loss down with every new swing high, and the actually the this strategy is backtested only during the first hours of the London Open, so between 9 and 12 in the morning. I guess, I don't know if 12's the morning, but yeah, 9 and between 9 and 10, 12 a.m., right? And the whole idea here is to basically ride the trend, right? So that's what we're gonna do here. And the stream is probably gonna go on for a while. Indeed, backtesting results, I've seen that we I shouldn't, if I have 2 or maybe 3 losers in a row, I should just cut the I should just stop trading, right, for the day. But usually I get about 1 to 2 trades a day, and I'm not gonna be in 2 positions at a time. I'm risking 50, I'm risking half an R, so about 1 R for me is 1%. So I'm risking about 0.5% on every trade, and I'm not gonna be in 2 trades at the same time, because honestly, that doesn't really make any sense, because I'm going long the euro versus dollar, and maybe for some reason there's a short setup on Euro GBP. Obviously it makes no sense to go short the euro and long the euro at the same time. That's just adding unnecessarily big amounts of risk. So I got a lot of other stuff to cover today during this session. I got the Nest Club to take care of, and if you're interested in the Nest Club, if you're not a member, you're probably a member. I mean, most people watching this are most likely members of the Burb Nest, but if you have no idea what the Burb Nest is, go to theburbnest.com, check it out. We have a free trial going on, and check it out. join our community and trade with us. Some of these live streams I'm doing right now is most likely going to be held privately too. So we're doing daily webinars, like every day we're doing webinars, right? And some of, obviously these webinars are going to be right. So I'm actually getting a long signal here, man, that sucks. So we're doing webinars every day privately, and some of these scalping sessions right here will be done privately for the Nest Club members. Right, so when we are at about 1-1, I'm thinking about moving my stop a little bit lower to really lower the risk even more on this setup right here. I can show you the backtesting results using this, right? So you get the backtesting result here for the month of January on EURUSD. So this is the cumulative risk to reward, which is 20, right? So over the course of 11 trades over the course of January, I got a 20.2 R, which is very good. I do not expect to get the same results when forward testing. So what I'm doing right now, I've back tested. I'm gonna do this forward testing for about 2 weeks. If I get similar results, and honestly, I'm okay with the 10R. If I get anything around 10R, I'm gonna be very happy, and that would be very, very nice, obviously. So the way I'm gonna move my stop down is I want to see a retest of this level right here. So I want to see a retest of this level right here. Now, if we can get a retest and a reaction at this level right here, I am going to move my stop to break even. That's the plan. That's the plan. So getting a long signal on Euro GBP, obviously that's not really what I'm looking for, because they're pretty much trading. See if we can sync the cursor here. So I find this a bit weird. I mean, when EURUSD was starting to fall in the beginning, like before this session, we had a rise in Euro GBP. Let's see if I might be totally missing out on some news events here. And that's something that I haven't actually backtested. I haven't backtested the scalping strategy and checked like what days on what trades do we have major news events at the same time as taking the trades. So I need to do that, obviously, to see if it makes sense to not trade during the major news events, basically. Right, so today is the 26th. We have right, so 1 hour ago we had major news coming out of the UK. So we had employment change and some other medium impact news events around 8, and that's back here. So no major change really. Yeah, most likely getting stopped out on this one. Let's see. Right, so see that trend. Yeah, so I can stop that on this one. Let's see the trend on Euro GBP. Now the question is, does it make sense to go long on this setup? And yeah, it might actually. I mean, I need to follow the setups really. Because the two pairs that I've actually been backtesting is Euro GBP and Euro USD. So I know that both of these signals are valid signals. But I'm not sure if it. I'm getting a bit. This is the problem when forward testing really. I mean you need to follow the signals, right? Because when back testing, I'm just gonna take every signal that's coming out of this indicator, and when doing it live, I might hesitate like I'm doing right now, and that might obviously change my win rate. Should look at the right, so I should look at the higher time frames here just a bit. Let's see, we got the right, so we got the 5 minute here. Well, you know, I really do like this reaction. I really do like this reaction on the 5 minute of this area. So I think shorts should still be in favor on Euro USD. Look at the 15 minute. Yeah, I mean, we did come down and hit this area right here. That's probably where we bounced, or why we bounced. If you look at the 1 hour, yeah, it's obviously the daily trend is very bullish, but I mean, if we add a level right here, we'll go back to the 1 minute. That's the daily 15 MA right down here. But I kind of need to follow this signal. So let's see. Probably have a four pip stop on this one. Now let's look at the high time frames on this. Are we running into any major resistance? Well, not really. What is the 4 hour 50? But I mean, if I check all the time frames to find resistance, I'm gonna find resistance somewhere, right? But I kind of feel like I need to take this long right here. Yeah, so I'll go long on Euro GBP with a 4. What's the spread on this one? 1.7. Yeah, so 5 pip stop on Euro GBP. Supposed to buy 4 pips. That should be 5 pip. Right, so let's see, where's the entry on that one? Entry is right on that one. That's going to be the stop loss down here. I need to factor in the spread. So let's see, that's a 1.3. So I might actually get stopped out down in this area. So I probably need to add one pip to this stop loss. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not trading this. I'm not trading this on a live account. So this is for the next 1 or 2 weeks. I'm gonna do this on a demo account just to forward test it using demo, just to see if I can get a similar result to this right here. Because like I said, the back testing. The back testing is easy because you go back and look at the price history. You can quite easily see you know, where the stop loss should be and all that. But when forward testing, like, you have no idea what price is going to do, so obviously it's going to be much harder to get a you know, basically a good understanding of where to enter and exit. So let's see. So I need to modify that one, and the stop loss should be at a, what if I put it at 6? Right, so that's now the stop loss. And let's see if we have any decent areas above. So if this is a loser, it means that I'm already at, you know, lower than my win rate for the day. So if this is a loser, that means that today is you know, worse than the average day, and I need to start thinking about just ending the session really, because if as soon as I start performing below average, there's something wrong, right? But of course there will be, and when doing the backtesting here, you can look at this one. We had 2 losers in a row, 2 losers in a row here, and that's the max. But if you go to this backtesting here, and it's a little bit different, it's the first version of the indicator, and I never had more than 2 losers. So if I get 2 losers, I need to just cut it, because yeah, first of all, having 2 losers in a row, I know that's the max on the backtesting results, and also it's gonna affect my confidence, right? So if I get like 2 losers, it's better just to exit and come back with new energy tomorrow. This is actually looking quite good. So we're gonna look at, like, where is 1-1? When can I start moving up my stop loss? So somewhere in this is the structure we're gonna focus on in terms of profit taking areas or whatever. And I think the middle of this structure we're gonna look at this as a range, right? And we might actually use we might use this area as the range low, I think, and this as the range high. So if we get an impulsive move up into this area, we have the first logical area of interest is going to be that one. The next one is going to be this, and the third one is going to be the range high area, like that. We're going to look at the risk to reward. We're currently testing that level, which is this previous high right there. Look at the 1 minute. It's looking okay now, and I think I can start to. So the move I want to see to move my stop to entry is this basically. And so when I get this bounce here, I can move my stop below these wicks right here, and then just continue to move it higher. Let's see what we get. Let's see how Euro USD looks. Yeah, so obviously this is what I would call a good stop up, right? The trade idea was solid, but the whole idea got invalidated, and that's why and when you want to exit, right? So like I said, when I'm scalping this and not streaming, I usually have the scalping chart on a different screen, and I'm kind of doing the other work in the meantime. So I might be from time to time a bit distant or a bit off. I'm gonna be moving this scalping screen or this scalping shot to the upper screens. Just give me a minute here. Right, there we go. I'm gonna put in some alerts here in case I miss anything. One, I'm gonna put one here and one below here most likely. So scalping is actually very boring, and especially when you when you're losing. But I mean, scalping is pretty boring, to be honest. It's all about just waiting. You sit here at your screens, and it's all about just waiting for the first of all, for me it's about waiting for the signal, and then it's about waiting for the setup to kind of play out. And my window of opportunity here to do the scalping, I want to get in and out of all the scalps between 9 and 12, because that's my scalping session. That's when that's my trading session for the day. That's my my scalping session for the day, and that's when I'm only back testing this during every day between 9 and 12. There's no reason for me to backtest this idea on any other time session, because I'm not going to be trading that session. Look at that bounce right here on the entry zone. If we continue higher, we're going to be moving our stops up, because this is exactly what we want to see, right? And these scalps can take anywhere between 10 minutes and 3 hours. It's all up to, in this case, Euro GBP, to see like how far can it actually run. Because the way I take profits is I only move my stop up. I never take profits really. I only move the stop up to let it run as far as possible. And sometimes I get a big winner, a big runner, and I'm just gonna automatically exit that at like 11:45 or something like that when I'm done, because I want to be able to tell myself like, all right, so the work day is over, the scalping day is over. I'm not gonna be in any open positions when I leave my desk, because otherwise I know that I'm gonna be micromanaging on my mobile phone, and it's yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on the actual setup on my phone, right? And also something that I've noticed is, because I'm just gonna let the trades run, um, it's important to not just stare at the charts, right? So I'm trying to like, but it's very hard, right? But I'm trying to really not focus on the charts too much, because it's very important to, to follow the trade management ideas, and to really follow the plan here with this trade. And the plan is to just let it run, right? And it's actually looking quite good now. But if I start looking at the, all the individual candles and all the movements of every candle, I'm like, well, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. I might move my stop loss in a way that's not according to the strategy that I used in this backtesting, right? Which is very important. I need to follow exactly the same strategy and idea that I did on this backtesting result, or this, when doing the backtesting, because otherwise it's not gonna align. It's gonna be, I'm backtesting one idea and then I'm forward testing something completely different, which is just, that's not, obviously not a good idea, right? But this is actually, the exactly the same, the right type of structure that we're looking for. And now we're gonna move our stop to this area right here, which is, let's see, where is that? right there, and I might want to move it down a little bit. Let's see. So by doing this, I've reduced my risk even more. Yes, I now have the stop loss right below these wicks right here. And I'm just going to continue to move the stop loss up. But however, let's see if the risk to reward is actually favorable up at this level right here. And it is, right? It's a 2.5. So I might actually put in a take profit up here. Now that's not really according to the plan, however. But if we view the higher time frames, it really, I mean, I'm scalping the 1 minute here, right? Which means that even if this level will break to the upside, it would make total sense to see a decent reaction, at least on the 1 minute, right? So it would make absolute sense to put in a take profit order here, because it's most likely going to get rejected up here anyway. Might even use these sides right here. Up here, there's going to be a 2.25, and you have to take into consideration the win rate for this strategy, and the win rate is 50. So anything above 2 is going to be going to be profitable. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep that stop loss, and I'm going to put in a take profit order right here. And it's also important to look at the, how long has the 1 minute been trending. And I'm viewing, this. I'm viewing this as the trending move, right? And it could very well be reaching its end point of this move right here. So if you look at any, you got this trend right here, and that would probably be the end of that move, and then you get this trend right here, and this would be the end of that move. If you take this into consideration, it's obviously I can't do that, I need to do the other way around, but like you use this, right? So that's the beginning, that's the end, that's a 12.8 pip stop. So it's actually like it's in accordance to most of these moves right here. So you need to take into consideration to like how often, because every pair will have its own individual characteristics, right? So obviously, like the moves that we want to get in on is obviously these, right, where you can get a this nice move, and that's the yesterday London Open would have been very profitable, right? But that's the move we want to get in on, and these are the big winners. And with winners like this, you only need like a 25% win rate. So that's why I'm interested in letting my winners run instead of taking profits. But in this case right here, taking into consideration this move that we are currently in right now, and the fact that we have a very strong resistance area up in this area. I'm just gonna exit this trade up there if we get there, or down here if we get stopped out. And but I will still move my stop loss up with every new swing low, basically. So it's very important as a trader to just not you don't have to it's important to really try to ignore if the trade is a winner or a loser. As right, so it's important to remember that even if the trade is a winner or a loser, you need to have the same approach to that, right? So it's important to not have any feelings attached to the trade. However, when doing these live streams, it's a bit different. If I were to trade this, without having the camera on and without streaming, it's on demo, right? So it has nothing to do with, I'm not even losing money, but losing trades, especially losing 2 trades in a row when actually doing the live stream, obviously that's going to affect you in differently. And also something that I have to really look at closely and backtest is, we had this move on Euro versus GBP, bullish move on the 1 minute, and kind of aligned with this bullish move on the Euro, but doesn't really make, I don't know, like, doesn't make sense to go long on the Euro GBP when the Euro USD is obviously making some very bullish moves right here. I'm not sure, but the importance is to follow the signals, because I know the signals will give me a 50% win rate and a good average R. So I just need to follow that. I'm gonna look at I need to factor in the spread when. Yeah, so I need to lower this stop loss, probably down here. You know, also something that I noticed when backtesting is I can't use these small swing lows here as a stop loss, you know, invalidation level. It needs to be the deeper swings, right? Like this one and this one. That's gonna be the new invalidation levels, the new swing lows. Can't really use the small ones. Use the deeper swings. Right, so if I would have entered this if I would have entered this setup on the actual candle close of this signal right here, I could have entered right here with a 3 pip stop loss and would most likely have moved my stop to entry up in this region. Already up here, that would be a 2R. So that's something to note, and so I'm trying to take as many notes as possible on everything that I kind of see in the back testing. And one note, all right, so first of all, I should use the dates. It's the 26th. And this is on Euro GBP. But actually, it's the same for both. So one thing to note here is not to take the trades too late, right? Because I entered up here several, I mean 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, like 10 minutes after the actual signal. So it's the same for this one. So it's Euro GBP, and on Euro USD I kind of did the same thing here. Not as bad, but I entered down here when I probably should have entered. Yeah, so this is not too bad. This is actually, I think Euro GBP is a better example of X entering too late, because I mean up here that would be a 5R. That's obviously way better than only a 2R. So I need to, this might have been a bit impulsive, so I have to most likely mark this as impulsive. and you're seeing some really nice moves on Euro USD. So I want to get a long signal on Euro USD. If I get a long signal on Euro USD, I'm most likely going to take that. And actually, you know, when back testing, I haven't really considered the higher time frames, which might be obviously a mistake. So depending on how the forward testing goes here, I need to maybe go back and check the higher time frame, because honestly, like on the daily here, we're right below an important level. On the 4 hour, right below an important support here, and I mean, I don't know, it's not, yeah, it's not looking too bad. But again, and we're right above the 4 hour 15 minutes. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Not too bad. We're back above entry right now. Now the question is, do I exit this at break even, or do I wait? Yeah, I'd probably wait. Because that's also a thing, right? I mean, I need to follow the plan, right? And the plan is to really move my stop up with every swing low. And now we have a potential new decent swing low right here. So I'm gonna keep my stop right here, and on the next swing low above this one, I'll move my stop up once again. Right, so I want to check something here on the back testing results. We have, wait a minute. Right, so this is we got Euro USD here. See, that's a so 3 losers versus five winners, and on this one we have got 12 winners and nine losers. So the win rate is actually about the same, but this one is having fewer trades and almost the same risk to return on risk. So obviously I'm taking the option with fewer trades and a little bit lower risk to reward. And we're also going to look at the GBP. This is the back testing on the new indicator with GBP, and that's a we got 12 winners on that one, and 8 losers. So the win rate is about the same on Euro GBP and Euro USD, and the return on risk is about the same. So that's good, right? We these are the only tools that are properly and you see there I have different types of back testing, right? Different trade management rules with different back testing, basically. Yeah, I'm not liking this trend. I'm just gonna exit this right here. Yeah, so I'm out of Euro GBP here. It's just it's like this move isn't really continuing to the upside, and the emails are not really looking too bullish here. So But I mean, look at Euro USD. That's looking very bullish. So I don't know. Like, it might have been a mistake. I don't know. But the trend is just not looking too good here. It looks like we have the beginning of the end of this local trend on the 1 minute, right? Well, I'm really tempting to take this long here. I changed the indicator setups a little bit to give me more signals, and obviously this one would have been a beautiful signal right here above that one. Yeah, that could be the beginning. So yeah, I might actually enter this one with a, let's see, a probably 8 pip stop. So yeah, if this trade is a loser, I obviously need to stop trading basically, because then I'm way underperforming. All right. Also, I need to take notes here on what I'm actually doing here, and what I'm doing is taking a setup, not, and I've changed the indicator not to include the stochastics filter. I'm gonna lower my risk a little bit on this one. Now let's see if we can put in a take profit order or two. So today we have we're at minus. First trade was a -1R, and let's look at the second one. This was a closed this right above here. So let's see, that's a one minus 0.1. So I'm just gonna put that at break even. So one is a -1, and we got one at break even. And I'm hoping this will be a winner, obviously. Let's look at the higher time frames to see if we can get a... Honestly, if I get a 2R on this one, I'm happy, because that means I have gained the loser. I'm plus, if this is a 2R, I'm plus 1R today, and I might just call that a day, because I feel like I'm just not really in sync with the market today. And that's a 2R. Let's see if the 2R level aligns with a major resistance area, I might exit there. Yeah, that is actually a very important area. On the 4-hour, it's right below the 20 EMA, and it could very well see a heavy reaction up in that area, confluent with this level. Yeah, so yeah, it kind of makes sense to go, to take some profits at that area. Look at the 1 hour, and while I'm looking at the 1 hour, I want to watch this high right here. I'm thinking it actually makes sense to put the take profit right there. And that's something that when back testing, I haven't really done. I haven't looked at the high time frames. I haven't looked at any high time frame levels, and I'm not sure if that's. I'm not sure if what I'm doing right now is a good idea even. To I think honestly the best idea is just to follow the ideas that I had in the when doing the back testing. You can kind of see how I'm going back and forth here. I'm not really sure, and that's the problem with, that's the biggest problem I have with scalping. And I'm letting my impulsiveness and my emotions to kind of affect my trading. Which I can't really do when backtesting, right? Right, so I'm trying to figure out if it makes sense to. I mean, if you look at the last, if you go from beginning of January to now, you see that Euro GBP and Euro USD have basically had a very similar structure, very similar structure, which makes me a bit nervous about the Euro USD long, because of the fact that Euro GBP is not really looking too strong on the lower time frames, but it's a tricky relationship to watch, especially when it's not really correct all over the place. Right, look at this, for example. You have a strong down move on Euro USD here, and that was a fairly strong up move on Euro GBP, and then you have a up move on Euro USD here, and that's still a strong up move on Euro GBP. But now you're kind of seeing on the very low time frame and the local structure, you're seeing that the weakness of Euro versus GBP is kind of spilling over to Euro USD, it seems. But this is a relationship I haven't really looked at when backtesting, so I shouldn't look at that too much now, or at least I shouldn't base my trades on that. However, I'm glad that I exited Euro GBP here, and I might do the same with Euro USD if we see the same type of development that we saw here. So, you know, if we see the EMAs kind of start clustering together, I might exit early on Euro USD. Yeah, I'm getting interested in exiting Euro USD here too, and I might actually do that and wait for a new signal. Let's wait to see if we get another push to the upside. If we get another push to the upside, I might, you know, really tighten my stop here, but this is not really looking good. Yeah, no, that retest is not really what I'm looking for. So I'm going to wait for this 1 minute close right here, and I might exit this position. I'm just gonna monitor this closely. Yeah, I'm out here. Where am I? No, I'm actually gonna stay in here. I feel like reason why I want to exit this one is because I'm afraid of losing, really, which makes no sense because this is just the testing phase. So yeah, it makes no sense to be afraid of losing. So I'm just gonna let it run, and I have to analyze this afterwards. So to really optimize this entry right here, could have entered as soon as this long signal printed with a 3 pip stop, and I could have exited at 3R easily. So yeah, it's I'm adding that note too. So on the first Euro GBP trade, I kind of made the same mistake. I entered a bit too late. So when doing these scalps, it's important to enter early. And you remember I actually switched around with the indicators to see if I had a signal, and so I switched around with the indicator settings after the fact that I actually had a long signal, which is obviously not a good idea. And I need to stick with the indicator settings that I actually used in the back testing. That's gonna be a note too. Enter too late, and stick with original T1 settings. Right, and if we want to look at I might as well just exit this one right here. So I'm getting out of your USD here. Right there. So that's a, let's see, what's that one? 1 point. So remember I had my original stop all the way down here. Stopping here, that's a minus 0.5 R. So 3 trades today, and on average a minus 1.5 R. Obviously not the best results, but we all only need one decent winner to make that all back, and I would be pretty pissed if Euro USD would be pumping here. But you know, that's just how it is. The reason why I exited this one is it's not really based on the proper signals anyway. So let's we got Euro GBP, Euro USD. Let's continue to monitor this for these for a signal. See if we can get any more trades. So we might actually have a short setting up on Euro GBP here. So I'm gonna be looking for a short signal. I haven't set up any alerts yet on these, but I'm going to be doing that to you know, to be able to get alerts whenever we get a signal, so I don't have to actively watch the chart all the time. I'm thinking we could take a look at take a quick look at Bitcoin while waiting for the signals, or do a, you know, an altcoin scan. Some might do that. Let's see. Got the market scanner in the bird nest. Right, so where's the right, let's see. These are the BTC pairs. We got DNT BTC. Not really interested in this one. We got Key BTC. This is what we're looking at for Key BTC. So let's add that to the, let's see which list is that. Green list. Yeah, this is green list. We're adding that to the green list, and we have, let's see, what else do we have? DNT right there. We have OGN BTC. It's the same type of structure here. I'm putting alerts on this above the 752 level. We're adding this to list 2, and we have STPT, same structure here. Adding some alerts here too. Adding this to the, what's the W? Yeah, so adding that to the green list. And we have GRS. Not really interested in that one. We have WRX. Right. Not really looking that interesting, but there's an interesting area right here. So I'm thinking, something like this would be nice to see. I'm putting some alerts up here and some alerts up here and adding this to the green list. I'm also going to check the Euro GBP trade right here. Not the trade, but it's we have a potential short here. And I'm just gonna get ready for that in case we actually get it. And I think in this case a 5 pip stop loss would be okay. I'm actually taking this. Because it's so close to actually I'm in this. So I'm adding a take profit down here. Right, it seems I can't enter a take profit here. That's weird. Oh, never mind. I can't. I can. So that's take profit down there. Let's just let this run. Right, so we're going back to the altcoin scans. Took a look at WRX, Loom. So this. So I guess sometimes it makes sense to look at the indicator without the stochastics filter, because look at this. This is just a beautiful short signal, and if you add the stochastic, you see that it's really, it's actually looking quite good. So I might actually have that on. What happens if I add this one? Nothing, and this one. That's gonna be this one. So yeah. I might have only the stochastics filter on. I think that makes more sense. Only stochastics. So I'm just taking a note on that I should use the stochastics filter, but not the strict version of the stochastics filter. Right, let's do some more scanning. We got Loom here. And this should be quite obvious, right? What we're looking at right here is a reclaim of this area. So something like this. And we're gonna continue with this scan. We got Loom. Fun. Yeah, I don't know about this. Yeah, the price section here is just weird. It's a low SAT coin. It's just price section is all over the place. I don't really like these charts. Look at T Fuel. Nope, same here. Yeah, Sushi. Right, so I'm moving my probably gonna move my stop to entry on Euro GBP very soon. Yeah, I'll move my stop to entry right now. Right, so my entry is right here. I think so. What's the entry price? 884. 8844. Right, so my stop loss is now at entry on Euro GBP, which means it's a free trade basically. I'm not gonna take any profits. I want to take the, I'm gonna follow it down. I want to take profits down here. But we got sushi, that's a good level. Can add this to the list. Got room BTC. Well, look at that. God damn it. It had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bounce right there. Can I miss that one? What's the next level? The next level is this one. We're gonna look for a, I probably forgot to put in on alerts on this one. I'm gonna put an alert right here. And an alert up here. Right, so I have a fairly big list. So we're gonna go through this one. Right, so ADX had a nice bounce down in this area. Mistake here was probably not to put in a alert here either. Yeah, let's remove this one. We got Sol BTC. Yeah, that was a crazy wick taking out our stop loss on the last trade. So we're gonna look at a potentially new one. It's gonna be this level right here. See if that makes sense. I guess this looks like a decent idea. Something like this. Alright, so I got stopped out on Euro GBP at break even. God damn it. That's another break even trade. So it's a 0% win rate today. Obviously not a good day at all. So I'm just gonna end for the session today. And I'm gonna monitor, today I'm 1.5 R minus. I got 4 trades, 2 break even and 2 losers. Right, so I'm gonna continue with this altcoin scan and post all the results in the Libs 42 channel in the Birdness, so you can check it out if you guys want. And I will also post this the list that's left here. All right, guys, thanks for joining today, and I will see you guys in my next session, most likely. Hopefully we're gonna have some big winners on the next one. And if not, I have to probably go back and watch the trades in great detail to see if we can optimize it. Alright guys, take care and see you guys next time.